afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. We are doing a show to Liberia today. The video's a little compromised. We're going to get the audio from this gentleman named Joshua Reeves. He's got the middle name too. We're going to talk all about that. But before we get to him, we've got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we got Johnny Macaroni's Restaurants, Tony's Bridgewater, one in Halifax. We got Lynch's Towing Auto Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton. Always looking for new wheels, projects, scrap metal, anything to do with transportation. My pal Lynch you can handle. We got Armor Sports in Taunton. We got Eli's Auto Care in Taunton. We got Uplifted Nutrition in Taunton. Make us a great morsels and shakes for nutritional. We got One Good Credit in Brockton. We got 111 Tattoo Collective in Brockton at the new address. We got Countertops Express in North Attleboro. Experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We got Shoreshine Pro Detailing in Abington. Always looking for new talent. We got John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got the Barber Shop in Whitman on the left as you're heading south on South from Whitman Center. Attention to detail, quality, and a sense of integrity always goes into Debbie's work. We got Auto Town, Auto Glass, and Auto Body in Abington. With quality transmissions on Somerset Ave in Taunton. We got the Gunrunner LLC, the Second Amendment Freedom Store in Middleborough. We got Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We got Eastern Fitness in the Village Shops in Northeastern. We got RW Carpet in Norton, covering for us for 50 years. We got Doggy Boutique. I'll be professional grooming for dogs and cats. Remember my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We got Joe's Diner in Taunton. I want to thank you guys very much. And now, on that note, I will introduce Josh. Joshua, are you there?
Good afternoon, good morning. Everywhere you're watching us right now, we are speaking to you from Liberia, West Africa. This is the Electrical Department of BWR, Boca Washington Institute. We are coming live to say hi to everyone. The learning process in Liberia, especially West Africa, it can never be compared to that of the Western world education or the learning process there. Because we don't have the equipment used in the learning process. We don't have Wi-Fi, we don't have computer, we don't have all our materials needed here. So we can go to say hi to everybody to tell you how the learning system goes like. So keep following us and keep watching. Every day we come to you live from BWR, Capital Majuli County, so that you can know what is unfolding, so you can know what is going on. If you want to be of help, you can just go on our page and follow our page and know what is going on, and you can donate, and you can supply, and you can be of help in many ways. This one we need more. We need more helmet. This is helmet. We need more of it. You know, some students don't have. They have been put out of classes because of helmet. But now, if you want to contribute, you want to donate, you can just get to our Facebook page. And once again, I'm Joshua D. Reeves.
All right, go ahead. You're what? You're an engineer?
Yeah, you have a live?
Yeah, we're live. We're talking now.
Okay. I want to say thank you for hosting me on your show tonight. Currently, right, I'm in Liberia, West Africa, and I said before and earlier, I'm a student of Boca Washington Institute. I study electrical engineering.
Okay.
Diploma.
Okay.
Yeah, so currently I'm 25 years of age.
Okay.
And, I started my education, my diploma program. I started March 2023, and right now I'm in Liberia. I would like to send my greeting out to everyone who is listening to me, and I want to say thank you for being on the show to listen to your younger brother from Liberia. And I would like for me to invite everyone to come in. The learning system here is different from that of the learning system out there, because the learning system in Liberia can never be compared to any learning system in the Western world, because the Western world learning is different from here. Yeah, so I want to say thanks, and I need more support. I need more ways to get on the line all the time, because I would like to tell the people more about my culture, more about my education, more about my lifestyle, more about how things go on in Africa. But it cannot work just easily, because network system is really bad. It's really, really bad. So I want to say thank you for your patience. Thank you for being today on the show to listen to me again. Yeah, really. I go to school for money to afternoon. And every classes last for 3 hours. And well, thing is not really set. But I'm just like a word to say. I don't know how to begin because I'm so happy to be on show tonight from Liberia.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you. I'm so happy that you're able to do the show. It must be nighttime where you are, right? It must be like 9:15, 9:30.
9:30.
What time is it where you are? 9:30. 9:30. Got it. Oh, okay. Well,
9:58 p.m.
okay. Wow. Yeah, that's right. It took us a while to get straightened out. All right. Well, so tell me about what was your life like growing up? You're 25. What was life like growing up for you in Liberia? How did your family make ends meet? How did that work for you?
No, I'm not getting you again, please.
What's that?
Yeah, you can come again. I was not getting you. You're coming in broken.
Well, tell me about your family. How many people in your family? You got a big family?
I got a big family. I got a big family. But my immediate family, I got my mom. I'm a brother to one sister. I got two brothers with one sister. So we have six in family members.
Wow.
I got two brothers. I got one sister.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that is a big family. And all right, so tell me about the school. You're going to school, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I go to schools. I go to PSPT, professional program at BWR, which is located in Canada, Miami County.
Okay.
Of Liberia.
Okay. Now you sent me some pictures on in Facebook inbox. What was that about? Tell me about the situation that those pictures were about. Talk about that.
Okay, I'm facing a lot of situations because I sent you these pictures and the flyer on Facebook. Let's see to know how situation go on. Like when you want to achieve education in Liberia. Achieving education in Liberia is not easy. We go to school, we don't have desk to sit on. We go to school with hunger. We go to school, no water, no facility. We don't have Wi-Fi. We don't have anything. We just go to school 24 hours. We learn by the hard way. There's nothing that can make learning process easy for us here. I walk 2-3 hours to go to school.
Wow. You walk 2 or 3 hours? Wow. What kind of transportation do you have? Do you have a car?
No, I don't have a car. I walk by land to go to school. I walk 3 hours to go to school. 3 hours.
Wow.
6 in the morning. 6 in the morning to go to school, and I reach my campus 7:30, so not 8 o'clock. I reach on campus.
Wow, that's man. You put a lot of time in. That's a lot more than I'd be able to walk. Of course, I'm a little older than you are, but what are your goals when you get out of school? What are your plans for? What do you hope to accomplish from going to school aside from getting an education? I know you want a better life, right?
Come again?
What are your goals for going to school? What do you want to accomplish?
My goal of going to school, I want to learn the course I'm doing, especially for the electrical engineering department I'm in. I want to go to school, I work and so that at least I have to help my brothers and sisters behind me.
Okay.
I have to be a help to the family.
All right, I understand. So, does everyone in your family go? Are you currently working as an engineer, or are you just learning to be an engineer? Is that what you're going to school for?
I'm working to become an engineer. I'm not working right now. I'm going to school to become an engineer.
Okay, you're going to school to become an engineer. All right. I'm just wondering. You look athletic. Do you play any sports? Sports. Like cricket. Do you play any games like soccer maybe?
No. Right now I'm not playing any sport because I no time. Because if you come from school, you need food to eat. Without food you cannot make it. So I walk. Just imagine 3 hours or sometimes 2 hours to go to school. When I come to school, I'm supposed to concentrating how to get food to eat. I don't even have a good medication. So if you go ahead and to get medication is very difficult here. So sometimes we are afraid to not get ahead so that we can, feed our medicine. So to get medicine here is very hard, especially to get to the hospital. It's not easy. You got to do the second level. First class citizen, go for medicine to the hospital. But you are not first class citizen, you cannot get the referral treatment you want to get. And you have to pay a huge amount of money. So we are afraid to not get ahead, to not go on the field, to not do any things that will cause us problems. So all the room.
Okay. All right. But you must be in pretty good health if you can walk 3 hours to school and back every day, right? I mean, how's your health is pretty good, isn't it? You're a pretty healthy guy, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay. Are you married? Do you have kids or just not yet? Not yet.
No, I don't have kids. I don't have kids. I don't have girlfriend. I stuck with my friend. I'm stuck with my friend because my parents live way in the village, and I left from the village to be to the city to come and achieve education. So right now I'm in the city with my friend, stuck with him. We two share one bed together.
Okay, all right, that's great. I mean, it sounds like you get a good camaraderie with your friends, and that's awesome. Now tell me about your house. Is it what kind of house do you have there? I mean, is it a single family? Is it apartments? Do you share? I mean, do you share? You share a lot of people in a home in what?
No, it's a single room, just a single bedroom.
Wow.
A single bedroom.
Yeah.
It's not a apartment, single bedroom. We share the both mattress together. Two of us lie down on one mattress.
Oh.
A single bedroom on the floor.
Wow.
We don't have bed, we don't have anything, we don't have water, we don't have electricity. What we do, sometimes we go out and charge our light. And when we charge the light for another community which is on the campus, and we bring it home, we use the light. The next morning we take it back on campus and charge it and bring it back home. That's how I live. We don't have electricity, we don't have running water, we don't have no facility. We sleep on the bare ground with a flat mattress, 32-inch mattress. That's how we sleep on.
Wow. Well, it really is. That's the third world. My goodness. Yeah. I mean, I've seen footage of Liberia. It's different from here, no question about it. And you guys, I mean, but you're still making the most of it. That's impressive, though. That you're still, in spite of the fact that, you obviously, I assume that it's a tough life, but you're doing the best you can, and it's obvious that you're able to communicate with the outside world, which is what you're doing now in my show. And we're going to tell a lot of people about what's going on there, and hopefully, that'll open some eyes. That's and I'm fascinated. That's why I wanted you on the show today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is my first time to be on show like this because you really make my day. You really fill my day, man. I really appreciate you. I don't even know what to say, but that's something that, we all pray for better days. We went to school and we are not going far in school, but we pray for better days. We pray, to know how to do this thing, to be on top of things one day. We're making a plan to make a mark. So if you host me on your show today, I'm in Liberia speaking the words, you hear me? I'm so grateful to you. I'm so loyal. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't really know what to say, but I just want to cut this and sir. If anybody out there who feels my pain, who listens to my story, want to be a help to me, I will be grateful and I will be so appreciative. So I don't know.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to help you do. We want to, we want to open. Topic Time is meant to open people's eyes, and not everybody I interview is an entertainer, and not everybody I interview has a good life. Some people have it hard, like you do, and we want to make that clear to the world because that's the way people better themselves, and that's what we're going to do for you. Because there's a lot of people are going to watch this show, and I'm so glad you're able to talk on the phone and get. I'm so glad you're on Facebook and you're able to reach out to the world like this, because that's the way we're gonna like open people's eyes, like I said. And you're definitely a fascinating person, and I got to tell you, it's I realize I take my life for granted. I do okay. Sometimes I feel sad about my own situation, but compared to other people's, I have to admit I have it pretty good. So when I can help somebody that has it, not as good as me, I'm always glad to do that, especially on my show.
Yeah. I do appreciate appreciate you. I do appreciate you. I want to thank you so much. But sometimes you speak standard English. Your English is very standard, and I speak African English. So sometimes, the breakthrough of it. Sometimes I don't grab all, I just grab some. So I hope you don't hold it against me. The world knows I'm from Africa. My English is not really clear.
Well, your English sounds good to me. I like that dialect. It's pretty cool. It sounds tribal, which I guess it is. I mean, it sounds like your life there is primitive, and there's no question about it. This is my first ever show to a third world nation, and now I'm talking to somebody that's really living the life like that. It's amazing. But you got a lot of culture. You got a lot of cultural things about your life, about your country that are pretty fascinating, and the world should hear about them because that's what I like to do. I like open people's eyes every chance I get, and this is what we're doing today. You know.
I will just say this. I will just say this to you. The Never is really broken. Never is not coming. So, and just go to everyone who listening to me. Thank you for listening again. For any means that you want to reach out to me, they can reach out to you, but I can give you my information. Anyone want to reach out to me, and I can tell you the information you can share with them. Or if I can say it verbally, I'll be so happy to say it so that anyone who is led that want to reach out to me can reach out to me through my information that I will share. So if that makes sense, fine, then I can share it.
Absolutely, and I'm going to share those pictures that you sent me. We're going to edit them into the show so people can look at them and see what's going on. Now, so I'm glad you sent me those pictures. That was a great idea. And we're gonna get people to like see what's going on in Liberia and I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind visiting the country. It would be a challenge for me. I have never been to that part of the world, and I know it would be way different than what I'm used to. And then I'd have to adapt my own lifestyle to what you guys have there. I know, and it would be something. At some point, I might just do it. I mean, I'm as we speak now, I'm more tempted than I ever was, just because just to feel what it's like to live in a country like that where you don't take stuff for granted because you don't have anything to take for granted. You know what I mean? But you make the most of it. You're a tribute to the country there. I'm telling you. What are your political views? Do you have any? Do you have any? What does your government consist of? Do you have a president? Do you have a monarchy? What's your government like there?
Okay, my government is. I have president. My president is football legend George Manawia.
Okay, I think I've heard the name. And can you? Can you tell me a little about him? What do you think of him? Do you think he does? Do you think he could do more for your people than he's doing, or?
No. George Manawia. He is a former soccer agent. Soccer legend. He played football all around the world. He carried African Cup. He carried World Best. He carried European Best. And he came back to his country without the mindset, but he just became president because he had more fame. Because of the fame, that's what makes him become president. But he don't know politics. He don't know the way out of politics. But he became president because of the fame he had, the opportunity he had. So he became president. So it's causing our country a serious problem, a serious economic problem that causing most of us to leave behind. That we are not achieving anything. We live the poorest way in Africa, especially Liberia. We live on $1 a day.
Wow. Huh, man, that's unbelievable.
We live on $1 a day.
Yeah, that's so obviously he's not helping you guys. That's too bad. Well, wow, okay, yeah, that's rough. Geez, I guess it is. What about agriculture? What about farming over there? Do you do farming? Do people in your family do that?
Farming materials and supply people to farms and do small farming and do big farming. But for years, no supply, no NGO coming in for any supply because NGO cannot come in and help the little ones who are not able to meet their own needs. come in and they supply people with tools, like qualities, like hook, like shovel, and then they supply them, and then they have to make their own farms and get their own food. But everything here is stock. To see somebody making farm right now is very hard because they don't have the material, they don't have the equipment, and there's no finance. If you make farm, you must get finance to support the work. If you don't have money to support the work will not go on because everybody is hungry, everybody is drinking.
Wow.
That's how it look like. So to see somebody making farm is very hard.
Okay. Okay. I mean, what is the biggest natural resource of Liberia? Do you have one? I mean, what is it? I mean, what is it? What?
Yeah, we have so many resources. We have so many resources. But the problem is nobody is coming in to develop those resources.
Okay.
Resources is just being here. We are struggling around it. We have gold, we have diamond, we have timber, we have oil. But it's everything just being left to the same place because we don't have anyone to develop it. We don't have any open-minded person to come in and say, yes, we can do this 1 year, we can take the resource and turn it into this, and then the citizen will develop from it. No.
Wow.
Everything is here. We have gold, we have diamond, we have timber, and we have log, but nothing is being here working for us here with all the resources we have.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Now you say you don't drive, right? You don't have a car. You have to walk everywhere. Does anyone in your family drive, or does everyone have to walk? Okay. Does everyone in your family have to walk? Does anyone drive a car, or do you or how does that work? Is that how? I mean,
my family member, and none of them is doing anything because I told you, I said my family, I left them in a village, and in our villages we don't even have pump, hand pump. We drink from creek, we drink from running water, from the river.
Right.
Fresh our drinking water from.
Okay, so you're basically you're just surviving every day, basically. That's how it's working. And even in the school you go to, right? It's the same story, right? Do you find that your professors are they good at what they do, at teaching you all the things that you need to learn about engineering? I mean, I'm saying, given what you have, given the limited resources you have, do you think that the school is still doing a pretty good job anyway, in spite of that, or not? To help you get out of your school, your people at your school, your teachers, your professors. Do you have good ones? Do you have ones that seem to understand what you're going through? Are they sympathetic to you guys? Are they helpful at all? I mean, I'm just wondering what you're learning. Is it helping you, or will it help you?
I see more people do it because it's still like we are like crazy people right now because we don't know our way out. We just want to do something that will end our living, that will bring our living. So like electricity now, it was not my plan to do electricity, but I did electricity because that's an easier way I think I can make my living. And that's an easier way I think things are going to work out for me and my family and other friends who live around me. Because when I'm developed, friends that live around me will be developed.
Right.
Electricity, we are learning the hard way, very hard. We're learning the hard way. Just imagine we stand up in class. Sometimes we go no chair. We be standing up writing. Sometimes we go no desk to sit on. We'll be hinting by somebody to write. We'll be two at one desk.
Okay, I understand. All right. All right. So, I'm just curious. The way things are going now, where do you see yourself in like 5 years? I mean, because everybody, I know that in the United States of America, everybody wants to like upgrade their lifestyles. I know I'm doing it for myself with the show. But now I'm asking you, as someone who lives in a part of the world that's a much somewhat humble compared to what we have here. I'm still going to ask the question: what do you see yourself in 5 years from now? What do you think you'll be doing then?
Can you repeat again?
What do you see yourself doing in like 5 years from now? What are your hopes for like 5 years from now?
What I want to achieve in 5 years?
Yes.
In 5 years' time, God happy to bless me. I graduate from school. I want to work, earn money, and help my family, my kids, my unborn kids. I will come to go to school and do something. I just want to find a good dwelling place to live that I can earn food to eat and wait for better days. That's all. 5 years time, I'll be thinking about graduating from school, and I'll be thinking about finding a job to do and to help my family. But right now, the future is yet to come. I can't determine the future.
Right, I understand. Okay, yeah, because I always ask people like what the future looks like. I mean, I get the sense that you're a tenacious guy and you have a good heart and a good attitude about the future, even though things are tough for you. And I think that's going to come in big. That's going to help you big time as you proceed doing, continue doing what you do. I mean, you've definitely developed a thick skin from what I hear about what life is like there, based on what you're telling me. I can tell, and it's amazing. You're definitely a wonder. Would you ever consider possibly doing something, political to help the people of your country yourself? I mean, maybe could you run for a political office at some point? You think something like that? Where you have a vision, of things, the way things could be better, and share it with the people and help them. You know what I'm saying? Could you run for could you do anything in politics yourself? Do you think? Could you be like? I don't know. I mean, how that works. I guess possibly. For someone that's in your situation, could you ever be a politician? You know what I mean? To try and better things for the lifestyle of the community. You know what?
You mean my community?
Yes. Could you ever? Do you think you could?
Okay.
It looks like you and those people. Looks like those people.
Living condition in my community?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, living condition in my community is like a blind man leading a blind man. So some of us are in school. We migrated from the village to come and live in this community.
Okay.
We are going to school. Other people live around. All their children are not even in school. Their children stay home all days in the struggling to see how best to go to school. Even they can't even get food to eat. So we are going to school just among them, like people who just keep a hair and drop down to ice and decide to become an angel. So that's how I look like. So we are much better than some people live around us, because majority live around us, they can't afford. If you see the houses they are living in, it's very, 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 very unconditionable. So sometimes we see ourselves and then we see people living around, we understand that the situation will never come to our end except God come to our aid. Because only God can solve like your problem right now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. Well, listen, Joshua. We're down in the final 5 minutes of the show. You did a great job, and I'm so happy we finally were able to make this happen. And we're gonna talk. And when we're gonna edit the show next week, we'll take all those pictures that you sent me, and we'll put them in the backdrop, because this is pretty important stuff. This is a very unusual show. I've never done quite a show like this before. So we're gonna get the word out about about the people in Liberia and West Africa, and we're gonna turn the world's eyes toward it, and then I think we're gonna eventually it's gonna make a difference. You'll see. I think I just keep the faith and keep doing what you're doing, because it's guys like you that are gonna change things for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see you.
All right, look, I'm gonna wrap the show up now. But is there anything you want to say before we wrap it up about anything at all in your about your country, about your family, your friends, and then just tell me now, and then if not, then we can just wrap it up, because I want to make sure that we cover everything.
Yeah, I just want to say, for me, I'm a very kind person, and I also love kind people to be around me, because if you are amazing, you are kind yourself, and trustworthy, I love you being my friend. I don't like to know any friend who don't give me idea, who don't show me the way out, because the world we live in, friends can do more for you as a thing. But just gotta move with a good friend. And my family back there, I really feel pity for my family and myself, because we are from the grassroots end, and we are trying to make life. I'm just a one person left the village to come and go to school. Me and my family send me here to come and go to school. So it depends on me to see how best I'll make it better. To see how best I'll make it mark and go back and show the differences. Now, our son went into the city to go get education, and he came back with education, and this is what he's doing to earn living. And by this living, we all are living by it. We all can earn our daily bread. So I want to be so grateful for you having me on the show, for my voice to be heard in New York City, Chicago, let's say Boston. I also thank you so much.
You know your American cities, man. That's good. That's don't forget. Yeah, you know your American cities. You mentioned some cities in the United States, and they will and the show will definitely be seen there, and in L.A. and in Baton Rouge and wherever else as well. So you're definitely going to be heard after this.
Well,
You're going to be heard. People are going to hear you. People are going to hear your cries. Your people are going to hear your situation, hear about what your deal is, and they're going to know about it. And then I think it's going to make a difference. You'll see. Yeah.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for this show. This show, I know it will bring a life changing for everyone who have been on this show, and also for me. I know from now on, all those that are listening to me on this show, I want to say thank you for organizing this show, and thank you for being a member of this show. Right now, I'm from Liberia again, West Africa. My living conditions should turn every half a stone that will feel my pain, coming to my aid. I'm just a single man who a lot of people depends on. I got more people behind my back who waiting to see me rise up. But it can only happen by the help of God and by the help of people that will come in my life to see how best they can bless my life so that we all can live together.
Okay.
Because if you help me today, I'm going to help somebody tomorrow, and somebody's going to help somebody tomorrow, and somebody's going to help, and that's how the world going to go on, and the world grow bigger.
That's it. All right, Joshua. So thank you so much. And you did a great job, and I can't wait to get the show up. Keep in touch. Let me know what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Signing off, and as soon as the show is up, we're gonna make it as thorough as we can make it, and I'll send it to you, and we'll share it with the world.
Yeah. So can I send you some more pictures as you're saying?
Yeah. Send some pictures, and we'll edit them in. Go ahead. Just send them on Facebook or inbox them to me, and then we'll get them in. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you didn't have your visual image, we'll get your pictures in for sure. Okay? All right, Josh. I'm signing off. And send me all the pictures you want. We'll edit them in next week, okay? And it'll be great.
Come again?
Send me all the pictures you want to send me, and then we'll edit them into the show next week when we do the editing.
Okay, I know you are there for me. I'm going to send you more.
Oh.
You're going to make by the help of God, things going to work out.
Okay. All right. I'm signing off. Okay. Just try to hang in there. Just be just do it. Just keep the faith. Stay in the course, and I think things are going to improve. You'll see.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Josh.
To Africa one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days I will get there. I definitely want to. It's on my bucket list now. All right. All right, Josh. Thank you so much. Great job. All right, bye.